Thank you. Thank you. Turtle time. Sounds fun, right? But it is not. Turtle time is part of the lockdown drills that now happen almost once a month in our schools. And we all know why. We also know that in situations where this is not a drill, but a reality, every second counts. I started Guardian AI to save these seconds. And we do that by changing the sequence of events. So from the moment in which a shooter draws a gun, in which he begins to shoot, and people realize and call 911, so we try to change what happens. First of all, we apply machine learning to the video of the cameras that are in about 80% of our school right now to detect a weapon before shots are fired. And by doing that, we save up to 20 seconds. And these are 20 seconds for people in the building to prepare, to decide whether it's safer to leave or to hide or potentially to barricade behind closed doors. And then, given that we have alerted police right away, police arrives faster. By this, we effectively cut in half the time that the shooter has to act undisturbed. All in all, we believe we can save about 3 to 4 minutes. And these are lives. I spoke about schools because this is where my heart is, but there is a broader need for safety and security in our public places, in our neighborhoods. And this is about as true in the US as it is internationally. And this is why we at Guardian AI are an earlier threat detection company that works on video analytics to generate a safer environment. We are different because we are more effective and because we are less intrusive. For example, take emergency apps. They are great for reporting to law enforcement, but after the fact, after shots have already been fired. Or take metal detectors. They are excellent in terms of deterring a shooter, but on the other hand, they change the look and feel of a place where they are installed. So this is why we believe we are different. How do we do that? We put together a team where we have very strong and complementary skills. From the technological component in the middle to make this a world-class product, to the security and protection expertise, because we really want to know what happens in those seconds, to the business and go-to-market to make sure we can all put this together and deal with the change management that is going to be necessary here. This team put together a plan. We have 2 key deliverables before the end of the year. Number 1, finalize our first working prototype, and number 2, pilot this in the 3 schools that have already accepted to do so nationwide. And we're raising funding right now to make this happen. Let me end with some sharing, what I learned from the 50+ teachers and parents and superintendents and principals and students that wanted really to share their insights with me. On the one hand, there is a strong need for better security in our schools. One first grade teacher told me that, yes, these events are rare, but they do happen. And the threat is real. And this is somehow part of our culture. But on the other hand, they said, we do not want to turn our schools into fortresses or prisons. I do think this is a very powerful message. And this is a message that I'm very determined to honor. Yeah.